It seems that we have multiple Assassin's Creed remakes on the way in the future. And the interviewer did ask, on the Assassin's Creed front, we've had Mirage, which was a leaner homage to the series' roots, and now Shadows, which is much larger in scope, more in the vein of Odyssey Valhalla. Looking at the future, can we expect this continued variety, smaller games alongside bigger ones, to where he says, firstly, players could be excited about some remakes, which will allow us to revisit some of the games we've created in the past and modernize them. There are worlds in some of our older Assassin's Creed games that are still extremely rich. Secondly, to answer your question, there will be plenty of experience variety. The goal is to have Assassin's Creed games come out more regularly, but not for it to be the same experience every year. There are a lot of good things to come, including Assassin's Creed Hex, which we've announced, which is going to be a very different game from Assassin's Creed Shadows. We're going to surprise people, I think. People could look at that and think, oh, Assassin's Creed going back to be an annual release. Well, not exactly, because we know that Ubisoft has so many different studios and developers where they'll probably do the Call of Duty thing, where you have one dev work on an Assassin's Creed game for like 2-3 years, and then boom, they release it, and then so on and so forth, to where the games do release every year, but it don't mean that they're developed within 6 months or less. And also, some people could try to flip out over the term modernized, mostly because they think, oh, it's gonna be woke, it's gonna be this and that. Now, admittedly, I would like it if developers change the word modernized, because so many people don't like that word for whatever weird reason, and just change it to reinvent. Like, I think if you change it from modernized to reinvent, I think nobody will care. But that's just me. I'm not a PR person. Now, I think I did see something like in the past where they were asked, would they ever make a sequel to Mirage? And if I'm not mistaken, they did say that at one point they would like to go back to it, or they could consider it, one of the two, but it's not really something that's set in stone. Now, with the Assassin's Creed pipeline we know Hex is coming, which is supposed to be next year's Assassin's Creed. And after that, that's where it starts to get kind of a bit questionable, because it's supposed to be like some type of free-to-play and multiplayer Assassin's Creed coming out as well, on top of one that's codenamed Nebula, which is supposed to be another traditional single-player Assassin's Creed game. Now, I'm somebody who wouldn't really mind the wait of a traditional single-player Assassin's Creed game between the time after Hex comes out and you have this multiplayer and free-to-play Assassin's Creed game come out, because that can give a lot more creative time to really have more time in the oven to bake and cook, so to speak. Now, I believe there was a leak like regarding Hex some time ago, where there was like a data miner that found some files that was hidden. I think it was in Mirage. I forgot what game they said it was, but it was supposed to be for something, and it was a small clip.
Hey, you there?
I'm here.
I just filed my report, did you see? Precursor GM confirmed.
Are you serious?
Yeah, watch the playback. Scrub to the end.
Damn. 3 years of doing this, I've never even seen a memory ghost.
It's a rare find, don't beat yourself up. But this 9th century DNA, it's a gold mine. You said it was collected by William Miles?
I was just reading the data file. Is that what I said?
Double check, because that's a name attached to a lot of interesting samples.
Miles. Why does that sound familiar?
Did you skip the history seminars?
Obviously not, it's mandatory.
Assassin Mandor, one of the last before the Great Shift. You don't remember?
The shift was 21st century. Ancient history. What?
Can you just pretend to do your job?
Lay off.
I'm serious.
Look, I'm getting a coffee. You want one?
Yeah, can't say no to that.
All right, meet you there.
And I really hope they do something with this, because it sounds so interesting, and it kind of just, I would say, gives off that doom and gloom type of feel, but it's like it gives you that we've really delayed the inevitable, where the world gets destroyed, it gets reborn, so to speak, in a brand new world. I would like to see how that plays out, and hopefully we could actually like play around more with the with that modern day section or the futuristic modern day setting where you could actually like hop out the Animus, talk to people, hop back in, play as an assassin, vice versa. You get the point. And I do feel like that with this Assassin's Creed series, there has been some missed opportunities. Admittedly, I feel like that they could have easily made a trilogy out of Origins. You could have did another trilogy out of Odyssey. Not so much as Valhalla. I think a narrative that they should have went for, like maybe like a series of side quests or make it part of the main story, is whenever the assassins get introduced, you have the Vikings kind of, instead of being inviting, they kind of be standoffish, like because they look different, they act different, and instead of Sigurd being the one to introduce the assassins to Eivor, it would be somebody else, or they would just, you know, run into each other by accident or whatever, however they do it. And let's say over time you start seeing Eivor change and you start seeing some type of discourse and conflict brew up between Eivor, his Raven clan, and even the Raven clan and assassins themselves butt heads. You may see it in a cutscene. Who do you think you are? You're changing him into something he's not. And you could kind of have that like drama play out where it gives you the vibe of, hey, you're a Viking, you're not some type of thief hiding in plain sight. I think if they had to tackle something like that from a narrative point of view, that would have been really cool to see. Not saying it would have had to be like part of the main campaign. It could have been a series of side missions. I think would have been dope. Now there's some other things I do also would like to point out is a missed opportunity in terms of the gameplay, specifically how they introduced the assassination opportunities in Unity and Syndicate, where there were different ways to take down a target a la Hitman. Now they sort of tried to bring that back in Mirage, but I felt like it was a bit watered down. Now all in all, we know these remakes ain't gonna come out anytime soon. Now the ones that's been rumored the most has been Black Flag in the remake to the very first Assassin's Creed game. But if you were to ask me personally, I would have loved the remake for 2. Like hell, remake the entire 2 trilogy. Like just do that. I would love it. But let me know what y'all think about this in the comments below. If you enjoyed the video, hit the like button, subscribe for more gaming content like this, and I'll see y'all in the next video. Peace.